fellas. I'm going to talk a little bit about the 1981 Mr. Olympia contest. Kind of takes backseat to in terms of controversial placings, winner, etc., to the 1980 Mr. Olympia when Arnold came back and won it. There was a lot of controversy in the 1980 Olympia. A lot of the guys boycotted the 1981 Olympia due to the results of the 1980 Olympia. I think Frank Zane, Boyerko, one or two other guys boycotted the 81 Olympia. It's kind of opened the doors for some other guys to step up, get a chance for the title. 81, Franco Colombo won the show. However, if you talk to bodybuilding purists, pundits, whatever you want to call it, around back then, a lot of people actually do not give Franco the win. They said it was a horrible judging decision. I was just going over some pictures of the Olympia 81, and kind of I'd have to maybe agree with it. I don't think Franco looked as good as some of the other guys, but sometimes a name wins the show, and I think in that case that's what it was. Start off with this side comparison here, and you got Franco right in here, Tom Platz next to him. Danny Padilla was actually probably, in my opinion, the best conditioned athlete in the show from the pictures anyway. I wasn't there obviously, but a lot of guys had Danny winning the show. Tom Platz second, and Franco actually third. And you kind of see from this picture, Danny looks great. Franco, I don't know, the arm development. Franco was a thick dude, real strong dude, particularly in the upper body. But his arm development, in my opinion, was a little lacking. You can kind of see the tricep there, much more pronounced horseshoe effect on Platz and Danny Padilla. I think this is Chris Dickerson here, I believe, who looked pretty good in the show as well. So we got a front image: Platz, Franco, Danny Padilla. Franco brought brought some gyno into this show too on his right nipple there. He had pronounced gyno. I read some articles about that online as well, as one of the reasons maybe he shouldn't have won that show. Franco, like I said, is a thick dude, upper body and the chest in particular, and you can kind of see it there. He had the low lats. His back was pretty outstanding though. So, but his conditioning was a little off. Here's a great pic right here. You can really see Franco's gyno there, thicker waist. Danny had the great V taper there, and from this picture, I think he had more of the classic physique, classic look that a lot of guys today like. People look for even today, that a lot of the pros don't have, because they're packing on all the size. So because Franco wasn't a tall guy either, so you're talking side by side, these guys are floating around the same height. So he just more a pleasing physique, in my opinion. Franco, I think this was after he tore up his leg in the World's Strongest Man, 2-3 years after that. He's kind of, Franco's interesting. I never thought his biceps and triceps were on par with the rest of his body. And of course you had Tom Platz right here. Look at these thighs, man. That's just insane. Pretty crazy. Tom brought up his upper body real well for that show as well. So I don't know. I think Franco might have gotten a gift that year. I mean, well, everybody that was a bodybuilder back then, a pro bodybuilder, most people who were at that show, you read articles, obviously didn't think Franco deserved to win the show. I think it's more of a case of who Franco was at that time. Here's a side chest. Danny looks great there. Franco had a pretty killer chest, though. You can't take that away from him. That's those thighs, man. Look at that sweep on this. That's crazy. There's another one. Franco had a strange pose. I don't know what you'd want to call that. I guess he's staying tensed up. I don't know how many guys do that really necessarily that way. I think today maybe more so versus the past, but you know, Danny looks great in that picture. There's Franco again. There's a great look at Tom Platz. His thighs, man. Feathers down there, man. That's crazy. There's Chris Dickerson. There's Franco holding his trophy. Yeah, I mean, you see some of these down there. I think it's Ken Waller in the back there. He didn't do too well in that Olympia. Pretty interesting. And, you know, you had, that's the 80. There's Platz again. And there's Danny. Yeah, he looks great in that pic. Wow. Yeah, in my opinion, he was robbed, that's for sure. I think I saw maybe Louis Marco made a video on this actually not too long ago. So I have to agree with you know what he said.